Alright, well, Hype has refused to record with us for this part until we've all taken a bath after that Dung Defender episode. So,
Well,
welcome back.
we're in no better place to take a bath than back in the sewers.
I think you got the order of this water's production backwards.
Yeah,
this
I
isn't
think
this
so.
isn't the stuff you take a bath in. This is what happens after the bath.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is
We're
it-
pretty much in the wastes.
We're literally in
acid.
the giant bug kingdom septic tank.
Yeah, and we have to prove ourselves in battle, like the Dung Defender said. So we're gonna fight a bunch of these knights.
Oh boy.
Again.
Yeah, but I mean, these are just the guys who've been fighting the City of Tears. I have my upgraded sword, which that's right. I need to get myself a better sword, and then I can knock these guys out real fast.
Doesn't that require, from what I remember, doesn't that require like a certain type of ore?
Yeah, you're right. We have to find some metal. It's like there's 6 metals in the game, and first upgrade takes 1, next one takes 2, last one takes 3, plus a certain amount of geo. And if we go over here,
Oh.
this is Yzma.
Wow.
What's left of her anyway.
What the?
Not the Yzma from Emperor's New Groove.
And this
Oh.
is Yzma's tier.
We can swim in acid now.
Oh really?
There, that'll get the stench off us real quick.
Just literally
Now-
tears off our skin.
This is an optional upgrade. This is not required for the game, but yep, now we have acid immunity.
Oh wow.
Hooray!
Huh. So
Swim diddly dee, swiddly dee dee dum.
I was gonna say, acid pretty much the best cleanser because it eats everything.
Even your own skin.
That's the thing. I mean, it'll clean you, but I mean, it's not gonna clean more than you want. But yeah.
And boy, howdy
that was
does it hurt.
Yeah. So, but yeah, another neat thing about this game is that is an optional upgrade that you do not need to beat this game with. But that's just.
I assume it's really just there for the sake of making 100% completion easier.
Yeah. In fact, there are some collectibles that you need to be able to swim through acid, so I guess it makes it more possible. Anyway, this should take us back to the City of Tears.
Ah, there we go. Now we can properly clean ourselves of all that filth.
Yeah.
Oh,
hello.
Don't mind us.
Ah, what a surprise. It's not often I receive visitors. It's been so long. Ages, even. I just hope my manners haven't left me.
Eternal Emilicia.
This is literally exact. I remember, this reminds me of a freaking in A Link Between Worlds, where one of the heart pieces involves literally going through a portal that goes right inside this young woman's house while she's locked herself in.
Ouch. Well, she is not very innocent. Her whole idea is that she was banished from the kingdom at some point, came back, and is now kind of driven herself insane, seeing that all of her old residents and stuff are all kind of going hollow and crazy outside.
So that whole elaborate coat is not a straitjacket.
No.
No, it looks.
These guys suck.
It looks kind of high class to me.
I'm gonna
Screw this noise! I'm going home.
I'm gonna go this way because we're back in the City of Tears, but now we can unlock a shortcut from the other way. Those big night guards, I hate. Oh, here are some of the old townsfolk.
Oh, now they're corrupted too.
Yeah, everything's
I
corrupted.
love how that one's wearing. They're all wearing wigs.
Yeah, they're powdered wigs. And we're almost at the center of the kingdom, which, yeah, we're about to reach that thing that James was talking about. Oof. I tried to warn him.
Pretty much another help me sign for beating the game.
This, also nice. Again, I love this animation. I would love an animated short at some point. Dreamers.
And the one and fabled Hollow Knight.
Oh.
Oh, Hornet.
Hello.
What's up?
Again, we meet, little ghost.
You seem rather gentler this time.
I'm normally quite perceptive. You I underestimated, though I've since guessed the truth.
Oh, can you guess my name? I'll give you a hint. It's Fred.
You've seen beyond this kingdom's bounds. Yours is resilience born of 2 voids. It's no surprise that you've managed to reach the heart of this world. In so doing, you shall know the sacrifice that keeps it standing. If knowing that truth, you'd still accept a role in Hollownest's perpetuation, seek the graven ash and the mark that would grant to one like you.
Yeah, that's going to be something that we need. So what she's talking about there is technically, so that is the Hollow Knight. Mm-hmm. That is something that is in that black egg, that black vault that we've been seeing. So to get a bit into some lore, because we're going to really talk over this a lot, or it's going to be something we glaze over. So the Hollow Knight was a plan that was devised by the Great White King before he left, which was, he had a plan which was, there was this weird being that was causing corruption. He thought, oh, what if I create not a person, what if I create an artificial being that is just empty on the inside and basically create a living trap, a living prison to keep the corruption held within, and that would be our way to contain it.
This one's glowing rather brightly.
What a spiffy looking bling.
And it's taking a lot of punishment.
Yeah.
Yep. And because the developers of this game are kind of silly, pay attention to how much I get from this guy when I kill him.
Oh, wow. This guy was loaded.
No kidding. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
Wait,
what?
We got
420 Geo.
We got 420 Geo.
Oh.
He had 420 Geo on him. That's a fun one. Anyway, so that was the whole plan, was to use the Hollow Knight. These guys hit for 2 health, so I'm avoiding them. They had this plan to create the Hollow Knight to be a sort of shield. And the issue is, if you play Dark Souls, the idea is that, oh no, looks like that curse that they thought they were going to be able to stop forever is springing back up again. And the only way we can prevent it from taking over the world is we need to... The idea is that they would want us to go and take the Hollow Knight's place, become strong enough that we could withstand the corruption and protect the world from it. But Hornet was referring to a true ending, which I'm going to be going for, which requires us to find a couple more things before defeating the Dreamers and freeing the Hollow Knight.
So it's not just involving getting those 3 other MacGuffins.
We do need to get those 3 MacGuffins to open the door, but there is a whole nother deeper thing that we can go to, which I like. There are multiple endings depending on how thorough you wish to explore the world.
And I assume it's also one of those cases where getting the true ending is probably, you kind of feel cheated if you just get the normal ending.
I mean, the normal ending is still an ending and stuff, but I mean, the true ending to me, the true ending feels like a nice whole ending, and of course, for all we know, they're probably going to make it canon for, when Silk Song happens.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this is kind of awkward.
Also, sorry if Dad's singing makes it into the recording. I completely forgot to mention that he has a vocal student over.
Oh,
so long as it's on key, I do not mind.
Usually when that happens, you usually have to hold off before.
Yeah, I know. I mean, not much was happening from what I could hear, so I didn't think it was a problem.
Die!
Whoa.
Oh God.
Yeah, that thing sucks. But there we go.
I'm hoping that
Opening.
I'm hoping that noise removal will help with that.
Probably will, but I hear it a bit. What song are they singing?
Yeah, he has to belt it out.
Wow, well, that's actually a pretty good voice. Did he do any singing in his back then?
Oh yeah, tons.
That's really cool.
Yeah, he's actually got a doctorate in music studies, I think.
Well, that's cool.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so he is considered a doctor of music.
I had a piano, not a piano teacher, but he was in my theater group. He played the piano, and he had attained this is a thing, I guess. He had attained the position of Master of Music.
Nice.
I didn't know what that meant, but apparently to achieve the Master of Music credential, you need to be able to play every instrument in a symphonic orchestra.
Ooh.
And I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah, you have to know. You'd have to fully understand how to play each instrument in order to do that.
Meanwhile, this sweet old man is the kind of guy who is telling me lame jokes that I have to love because he's so nice and old. He's telling me that he used to teach one of his. I probably told this story on this channel a couple times, but I guess what happens is that one of his old students was like a kid, but he's been teaching piano for so long that one of his old students is now his dentist.
Oh wow.
And then he followed it up with the joke of, I used to teach him how to tickle the ivories, and now he's tickling mine. and I just had to look at that and go, if you were mad, I would. If you were mad, I would have. If you were mad, I would have slapped you by now. No, I wouldn't slap Nat. He's fine. I'm getting the sports room because it's actually a pretty fun.
If you weren't such a charming individual, I would slap you upside the head.
It's just he's old and he's sweet and you can't help but when he smiles, like I'm sure somewhere a clown is crying with how beautiful and sweet and serene a kind old smile is. It's just there's something to
this
it.
Man.
I don't know why I mentioned a clown. I don't know why the idea of a clown is stumped me. Anywho. It Chapter 2 is coming out soon, and I've been looking into that because I'm hopeful because apparently frickin' Isaiah Mustafa, the Old Spice guy, is going to be in it.
Huh.
And that'll be fun.
And the It sequel?
Yeah, It Chapter 2. He's playing the adult. He's playing the adult, one of the adults.
Oh.
Oh, I remember coming up to this part. This was kind of random.
Whoa.
Oh, what's going on here?
It's some Mossmen, and they're having a sacred, chapel thing that I just kind of...
Yeah. He's a prophet.
Oh.
Blessed. Yeah, as you can already tell by its body, he's been very much corrupted by that brilliant light or whatever, but he seems at least together enough to be able to preach about it.
He
Light is
seems coherent, at least?
And I believe it's from him that we first learn about someone, which is... This is where we learn about that there used to be an old god known as the Radiance. And that Radiance... And welcome to hell.
Oh,
yeah.
Basically in hell?
Welcome to the inner darkness of, deepness.
Oh.
This is pretty much the nightmare fuel level.
Oh, I
This
see.
is a whole realm. The idea being that if Hallow Nest represented, some sort of civilization, this whole place is just an untamed wilderness and caverns, monster bugs everywhere, and just the sound design, the chittering, and the crawling around. The sound design of this place is crazy good for making tense, like you do not belong here kind of an atmosphere.
Right.
This is the kind of thing I would probably... Honestly, this entire set piece feels like something that'd be right at home with Metroid Fusion.
Oh, yeah. I think there's something around here I need. Because when there's something good... Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I actually... It's funny, like, I think we may have brought it up well beforehand, but, it really is amazing just how non-linear Hollow Nest is, and... Okay, good. He was... Oh, never mind!
Nope.
Dang it!
They'll mess with the timing on you. Oh. And the issue is that if I go over here...
we have to guess which one is the real one, don't we?
It's the middle one.
Okay.
Good. And just to show you how terrifying these things can be, I'm just going to run here.
Let's go!
And I'm just going to wait here. Just give it a second.
Ugh.
God damn, they catch up big time. I think they're not a problem, though, when you switch screens.
Yeah.
Goodness me.
Anyway, as I was trying to say before, it's it truly is amazing to me just how non-linear Hollow Knight is, because, even before we came to the likes of that septic tank or the crystal area, I've already been through a good bulk of this place, and it's
yeah. It's and I was watching this one guy. I was watching one of my favorite video game reviewers. He was talking about this, how he ended up falling down here, and he made the stupid decision of, at one point, he made it to a point and sat down on a bench, and he realized, oh crap.
I know exactly which one you're talking about too.
But by the hot springs.
This one.
The one by the hot springs.
Oh, that one. Oh no, I'm thinking of a different one. Never mind.
But no, tell me the story of that one that you were like, oh gosh, because
I'll leave it alone, because that actually leads to I think that leads to one of the 3 important MacGuffins.
I think you're right. And to catch up with you, the reason why it's like, oh god, what have I done, is because once you sit down at a bench, that's it. that's your new spawn point. And
Oh,
if you're in a
right.
place that you don't like,
Oh.
and if you're in a place that you don't like, guess what? Now,
You're
even if you die, you can't escape. You gotta get
Right.
out of here.
You got
Yeah.
to out.
I know,
go back
I
to the
know,
Mantis place.
I know that feel.
Back
Oh,
to Mantis
we're
Village.
in the Mantis Village again.
Yep,
Oh.
I'm climbing back down because if you recall, when I opened that shortcut up top, I also opened this giant hole down here, which will lead me to one of my favorite bosses in the game. Away!
Woo.
Oh yeah, this boss. It is an interesting one, but I died to it a lot just because, well, they're fast fuckers.
They're fast. It has they're fast. I feel like the difficulty steps up a good amount. Aw, does he want to sing? Does he want to sing around? Does he want to sing along?
It's time. Go lie down. Go lie down. Go.
Aw, is it time for food?
Yeah, it's around his dinner time.
Yeah, that's where I make some dinner after this. But the boss has a nice little bit of a rhythm to it once you figure it out. But at the same time, no, I get you. No, this game can have some. I feel like it's that same thing for everybody. Where like there's always like one enemy or one boss that they just don't know how to deal with.
It's also one of those bosses I feel like it's like one of those that where you can literally get the pattern down, but make one flub up, and it pretty much just comes piling down on you. And it's
is
also one of
very
those bosses
punishing.
where no matter how many times you lose to it, you gotta do it one more time.
Yeah.
'Cause I know I
You always
had
get so
something.
close.
It's
that's
the Ghosts and
how this
Goblins
game
effect.
is. That's how these games get you. It's but then when you do get, you're like, oh goodness me, yes, triumph and stuff. Anyway, we're gonna go over here because I opened up a shortcut, but I know there's a bench over here I can use. So I'm just gonna. Oh, excuse me, sir. I am.
You're
In my
being
way,
rather
sir.
rude.
Sir, I don't want to. Okay, I tried to warn him.
It
Now we're
should-
gonna see. Oh, I'm gonna open the shortcut because I find this a little bit funny. Because I'm trying to go to this bench. However, when I do, they don't like me. So, no.
Aw,
Well,
Oh,
jerk.
well,
okay,
that's
then.
even ruder.
No bench for me. And
We
the
don't
reason
take
behind
kindly to your kind.
I know how it is. You mantises.
Also, I still find it kind of hilarious how the mantises, like, they can, when they're still young, they can fly, but when they grow older, they literally can't fly no more.
Well, some mantises can fly. They just don't use their wings, I guess, as often. And
Oh.
here we go.
The
Oh, I
mantis
see.
leaders.
Oh.
You have to fight all three of them.
Oh no.
Each one is a bad woman in their own regard, in regards to agility and intensity. And interesting bit of lore that you should keep in mind for later, James, is notice how there are 3 podiums, but the 4th one is broken.
Yeah.
Oh, I
We'll be
see.
learning about we'll be learning about whoever that one other one was later, much later. But it's just one of those little like hidden lore that you kind of have to like notice for yourself and like contextual story.
Right.
But yeah, so one of these guys you have to fight. Yeah, they're very fast. You have to keep an eye on all of them, and when they're on the walls, it's so hard for me to tell if I should jump or stand still and have it let it go over me. And
But yeah, like, honestly, like, fighting
There
the
we go.
first one's not so bad, but then they sick the rest of the other 2 on you. at
Oh,
once.
2 at once. Oh, that sucks.
and now there's a bit of a rhythm you have to wait. Okay.
Oh.
And now there's a bit of a rhythm you have to follow at all times, but when you get it when you get it right, it feels stop it. When you get it, I'm
It
trying to look
feels
cool
very-
here.
Ooh.
Ow.
Okay, that one was your own fault. Which, yeah, like, once you start fighting the 2 of them at once, you really have little to no time to heal yourself.
Which I believe there's a challenge boss in one of the DLCs. There's a challenge boss that lets you
Fight all 3.
fight all 3 at once.
Oh, that sounds pleasant.
Okay, there's one.
Oh,
There we
Yeah,
go.
there's
there's
the other.
But yeah, you just have to be very quick and be good with them Scrooge McDuck swings. But with that, I like this. You don't kill them. They're just like, we honor you. You were stronger than us. Thus, you are now one of us.
You are
So, yeah,
equal to
now,
us.
Now the mantises will no longer give you shit.
Aha.
You may
Wow.
enter, good sir.
If you hit them, they will get aggro and pissed off and try and kill you. But
Well,
but you don't have to.
I mean, do you still get Geo for hurting them?
Yes, but
Well,
but
okay,
at the
then.
same but at the same time, it's like I don't want to. They were nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they seem like
They're
cool.
pretty
They seem
good
like cool
people.
chaps. I mean, assuming they see you as one of them.
Yeah, to them, it's just
It's an honor system, pretty much.
right. Mike makes right, and we've proven ourselves worthy. There we go. I gain gold, I gain soul when dealing damage, and now with that spore shroom, whenever I heal, I'll release I'll release a bunch of spores that'll deal very teeny amounts of damage, but still enough damage around people around me.
Mm-hmm. So basically like a poison.
Man,
Yeah.
look at all the stuff you're getting from this guy.
This is the loot. He's like, I'm sure he needed this.
They're really raiding their treasury.
They're very loaded.
I'm their leader now. It's all mine. It's not stealing. It's mine. Fare thee well, good Mantis. And
Fare thee well, good homewrecker.
And the important thing that I came here for is because, unfortunately, I gotta go back to hell again because. This is part of that lore I learned about. Good day. This part of that lore I learned is that the reason why the king allowed them to maintain their might makes right ways is because they offered to do a favor to them,
And
which
that
was
favor
they would
is-
defend against all of Deep Nest.
And that's literally where we see all the carcasses of the dead.
Yep,
The carcasses of the deep.
all this time they've been defending against the Deep Nest to keep them from encroaching upon the kingdom, which we're about to go in there.
Oh,
I don't think they're gonna like us visiting.
well, hopefully they can still keep true to their Well, I guess it really doesn't make much of a difference considering the fact that Hollow Nest is pretty much fucked.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. So yeah, join us in the next part.
Till next time, guys.
Bye.
See you in hell. Again.